Welcome in, my friends, to another episode of Behind the Pen. Just kidding. This is another Bears reaction video for you. I am in another state because, boy, do I want to stop talking about the Chicago Bears already, even though I talk about it every week on Behind the Pen, which you should listen to. Anyway, the Bears are coming off another loss against the Washington Redskins. That's 3-12 on the season. We're in Week 16. We got one more to go. It's the Minnesota Vikings. And you know what? Ricky's Vikings have kind of taken a tumble down in the later stretches of this season. Chicago Bears may take advantage and cost themselves a lower draft position, because that's all we're talking about right now. Currently slated for third in the draft, which creates conversation of where they're going to go in terms of talent. Do they want a quarterback? Do they want a playmaking defensive player, maybe on the line, Jonathan Allen? Hopefully. That's the guy I'm eyeing on even this early before the combine and the bowl games. I'm at this point, 3 or 4 in the draft. Is it going to be a major difference in what you're going to get? You need a playmaker, and that's where they are this year. All right, let's talk about this Washington Redskins Chicago Bears matchup, because going in, Redskins really needed to win this ball game. They've been kind of sloppy, kind of sat down and took a dud against the Panthers the week before on Monday night. Come back, short rest Saturday, and just light the Bears up. That secondary was torched by guys like Deshaun Jackson and Pierre Garçon all afternoon. And obviously Matt Barkley didn't help him out, throwing 5 picks, but that came later in the ballgame, pretty much out of reach at that point anyway. But I was impressed by some of the throws that he was making in the first half. He was making some dang good elite throws there. And I'm not saying, Matt Barkley isn't capable of doing that, because we've seen it. There was a couple that stood out to me in particular, and it related to who he was throwing to, and that's Cameron Meredith. Guys, Cameron Meredith is solidifying himself as a legitimate starting caliber NFL wide receiver, and that's great because the Bears need playmakers, right? And it especially helps because you don't know the future of Jeffrey, and you don't know what you're going to get from Kevin White, who still could be good, but he's got to figure out how to not play on the field. So back what I was talking about with Matt Barkley and Cameron Meredith, he was making throws in the back of the end zone, the corner of the end zone. I remember one touchdown pass early in the ball game. That was impressive. Another one stood out to me. He was kind of going an out route or an in route to the middle of the field. Triple coverage. They got guys on each side of him. Matt Barkley threaded the needle in between, and Meredith made a great catch. There were some elite throws made by Mr. Matt Barkley. However, he is not elite, not even close. And, at this point, you're rooting for 3-13. Some positives, though, on the offensive side of the ball is Jordan Howard. Jordan Howard, yet again, 119 yards rushing, averaging 6.6 yards per carry in that game on 18 carries. That's some good stuff. We already know what we have in Jordan Howard, but I always have to compliment him every week in the Bears reaction videos. You're almost done, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around for this entire season-long, trek. I know it's tough. A lot of you tuned out because I would too. I would too with this Bears team. Thank you guys, as always, for checking out that Bears reaction video. We really do appreciate your support. If you could support us even more so, go down below, see our Patreon podcast link, and become one. We really do appreciate it. I'm at Rankin906. blogtalkradio.com/most valuable podcast. Check out all of our full-length podcasts. Do that. As always, we'll see you next time.